Hello, Starlights. Welcome back to another video. I am Kamala, licensed professional counselor, and I wanted to make this video to talk about authenticity in therapy and in the therapeutic relationship. Okay, and the reason why I'm bringing up this video is having some thoughts about it, wanted to share it, wanted to get input, wanted to hear what you guys thought. So, when I became a therapist, there was a lot of things that I didn't know. And I have a whole other series about that. But something that I personally don't agree with and doesn't sit right with me is the notion that a therapist should be a blank slate. A non-biased third party that is just there, almost robotic in a way, right? And so being in this field and having gone through the things I've gone through in this field, one of the things that I hold close to my heart is that therapists are people too. We're human too. A lot of us people who are deemed as healers get into this field because of our own shit, right? We've usually been through some sort of mental health stuff of our own, or still currently going through it. Like, I've seen TikToks of other therapists who will talk about like being a therapist and then like they cry like 5 to 10 minutes before a session. Like it, and I think that is a beautiful thing to display the humanity of therapists, and that even though we're in this position as healers, as guiders, whatever you want to call it, as professional, as experts, that we're human too. We're people too. Yeah. And so recently I posted a video on my personal channel, which is a whole nother thing. I was scared to mix my like therapeutic identity with my personal stuff, which on my personal channel, I just talk about anime and random stuff. I've been talking about Clearly Canadian for a hot second. But I recently posted a video about having a hard day with CPTSD. So I have CPTSD, complex PTSD, and I'm currently in like my healing journey, and I've been working really hard and making strides to work on myself and heal, right? And I made this video that I was having a hard day because I didn't want to just display the positive, right? Or that I was trying to save that for this channel rather, but I got a lot of traction in that video, and a lot of people reached out and they were like, you know, I understand. And the community that was built from that was very heartwarming to see. And I don't know why I try to keep the two separate, because I guess I'll be deemed an unprofessional if I admit that I still deal with my own shit. I'm a person. And I think the idea that a therapist should be blank slate is a toxic one, grounded in old mentalities. You know, therapy, you know, is not necessarily grounded in like ideology that is for current times, for people of color, for all that stuff, right? And I can go on and on, but essentially, I believe that it's important to be authentic in the therapy room, because if I'm asking my clients to be authentic, why aren't I doing it? That's not fair to them. And as you see, I have piercings on my face, which I do hide in session for now. I have tattoos, you know, I'm into nerdy stuff. That's how I build rapport with my clients. And the most healing part of therapy is the person-to-person connection. It's shown in the research. The skills and the tools are helpful. Yes, right? We need something tangible to work on. But the therapeutic alliance is number one. If you're not connecting with your therapist, no work is really getting done, right? So I think one of the strengths that I have as a therapist is bringing in my persona, who I am, my authenticity. You know, maybe not 100% all the way authentic yet, but I hope to get to a point where I can be. And this is obviously still not taking away from the client. This is still ethical. This is still, I am there for the client, and to help foster their growth. But I found that very interesting when I posted that video, like how much it resonated with people. And I think there's this fear of, if I admit, oh, I'm still going through stuff, it's like, but you're a professional. And it's like, yes, I still am. I went through the schooling, I went through the training, I am educated, I'm qualified, and I'm a person. And I think it's even better to know that when someone has been through something, and they're not just, I'm not just spouting stuff from a book. I'm not just spouting stuff that I learned. I'm going through things that I've experienced, right? Like I can relate to my clients. And I think that is what makes me a good therapist. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. A lot of talk around that. Once again, if people want a blank slate therapist, that's totally fine. And that is their prerogative. And, you know, just, I'm not the therapist if that is the case. So, yeah. And now sometimes I think about how I'm actually people's therapist, and it's crazy. I'm like, damn, I actually made it. I actually made it. And it heals my inner child. And it's like, made it. You made it.